Hey guys, my name is Sarah. I've lived in my Airstream for about 2 months now, and today I'm going to give you my essential checklist of all the things I had to buy before and shortly after I purchased my Airstream. So there is a ton of upfront costs associated with buying an Airstream or any RV. You've got your down payment, you've got your title and registration fees. Some people need to buy a brand new tow vehicle. And on top of all of that, there are so many things you have to purchase accessory-wise. I'm sure there's many things that could either be added or taken away from my list, but these are just the things that I've needed in the first couple months of living in my Airstream. Every item I talk about in this video today will be included in a link in the description below. All right, so why not start in my tiny little outdoor storage compartment? So, first thing I have here is a lock. Have I used this yet? No, but I probably will when I go boondocking or camping in any area other than this secured, fenced-in property. Got my torque wrench. This is used to torque the lug nuts on the tires before I travel. I don't think it's necessary to do it every time, but I do. Got this lovely little bin from Target that fits perfectly in here. I have a tire pressure gauge. It is very important to check your tire pressure on your trailer every time before you tow and make sure that you inflate it to the proper PSI, which I also have an air compressor that I use for that. This is where I keep all the hardware for my WaySafe hitch. And I also keep the sway bars in here as well because they fit perfectly. This is an awkward angle to pick this up at, but see? Look at that. All that length, and it fits right on in there. Oh, it's just heavy. And that's another thing, is a good weight distribution hitch. I have the WaySafe hitch, which comes with an app that helps you calculate your distributed tongue weight, and then you just dial it into the hitch itself, and then boom, you're set to safely tow, and you know that all of your weight is distributed properly. If you guys want 15% off of your WaySafe hitch, you can use code NOMADICSarah15 at checkout. Another essential item you're going to want for towing is some sort of brake controller system. I purchased Kurt Echo, which is a wireless brake controller. So it just plugs in through the trailer, and then I plug it into my tow vehicle. It does work by itself, but I also can control it with an app on my phone, which is really cool because then you can increase and decrease the sensitivity or manually apply the brakes when you need them. Oh, I lost my chair. Okay, moving on. You can cram a lot in this little storage compartment. So you're gonna want some good sort of leveling system. It's very good to have when you're at a campground that's unlevel. You don't want to shower, cook, and sleep at an angle. At least I don't. You're definitely going to want some sort of surge protector. I went with SurgeGuard because they have a lifetime warranty, and I've heard really good things about how well they honor it if anything were to happen. This is an absolute necessity in my opinion, because can you imagine if anything happened to all of your appliances in your new RV? It's way better to be safe than sorry. Airstream provides a power cord called a smart plug. Now this is not your average 30 amp power cord. It looks like this. And apparently it's very expensive to replace, so make sure you don't lose yours. You're also going to need not one, but 2 water hoses. One for your fresh water. I got a blue one because I like to color coordinate. And one that could be considered like a garden hose, but it's black and I use it to flush out my black tank. These are by Zero-G. As you can see, they're very flexible, so it's nice for storage. They can fold up to fit wherever you need them. I haven't had any issues with them leaking or kinking at all yet. You're also going to want an inline water filter for your fresh water. Now this will prevent sediment from building up in your plumbing system. It will make the water taste better. I'm a water snob, so I have a zero water filter. That's an essential for me, so I'll include that on this list. And then a highly debated topic is going to be your water pressure regulator. Now for most RVs, this is an absolute essential. Airstreams have one built in. The dealership told me to get one of these, so I did. And it's kind of just an added protection right now. Maybe eventually I won't use it, but for now it's not in my way. This connection is nice and sturdy, so it's not damaging my trailer by having this weight here. And I'm just gonna keep it for now. You're also going to want a good sewer kit. So that includes the hose and what is it called? The elbow. They come in many different sizes, and you're also going to want to buy a good sewer hose support system. A lot of campgrounds require this because they don't want it sitting on the ground, and it also helps the water flow where it needs to go via gravity, so it's not just sitting stagnant in your hose. You're also going to want plenty of gloves. When setting up camp, you're going to want to make sure you chalk your wheels, so have a good set of wheel chocks. That way your trailer doesn't roll, because that wouldn't be good. When setting up camp, you're also going to need to put pads underneath your stabilizer jacks. I've been using these, but I was recently gifted with a set of RV snap pads, which are actually permanent jack pads that just stay on your stabilizer jacks. Apparently they're very easy to install, so I'm gonna give it a whirl and see how it goes. Supposedly you're supposed to do this on a flat surface, which I don't have the luxury of, so here's a piece of wood. Go the other way. This isn't safe. You're blocking the camera. They can't see what I'm doing anymore. You're almost there. Ooh, I got it. It's on. Nice. All right, so that was indeed super easy. And now I don't have to place pads under my stabilizer jacks every time I set up camp. Not only is it easier, but also it's saving me a little bit of storage in my tiny little outside storage compartment. So thank you, RV Snap Pad. I keep all of my tools in the overhead bin over my bed inside because I use them so frequently and need constant access to them. I probably need a lot more tools than I actually have, but these are just the things that I've needed in the first couple months in the Airstream. Obviously, a drill and the bit for raising and lowering my stabilizer jacks. Extremely helpful. A level for when I park my RV and I want to make sure it's nice and level. A set of vice grips are extremely helpful in multiple situations. One of the most unexpected situations is I couldn't get the cap off of my sewer hose storage compartment. That's a hard one. Pliers. Scissy scissors. And the most used thing is my screwdriver for many different things, such as taking my TV out of the wall because I don't use it and I don't need it. Anything can be done with a screwdriver. Kind of. Let's talk bathroom essentials. Most importantly, you're going to want a rapid dissolving toilet paper. They make toilet paper specifically for boats and RVs, which is what I get. But if you have a favorite TP that you just can't live without, there is a test that you can do where you put it in a jar of water and you see how quickly it dissolves. I don't know, I didn't bother with it. I just got the RV safe stuff and called it a day. Another very essential item for your RV restroom is going to be a good tank deodorizer. They make some of these that come in powder form, but that sounded like a mess and a pain in the butt. So I got these. They come in these little pods. After you dump your black tank and you flush it out, you just drop one of these babies in and it never smells. I love these things. Love them. My last essential bathroom item is going to be a squeegee. I don't know if it's normal for RV showers to be super unlevel, but mine is. No matter how level my trailer is, my shower has multiple areas where water pools, and I don't want that water just sitting stagnant, so I have a whole squeegee routine after I shower to make sure it dries properly. I've been told time and time again that moisture is a huge problem in RVs. They don't breathe like a normal house does, and mold can quickly become an issue. So some other essentials you're going to want to get for your Airstream or your RV are some sort of moisture control items. So I have these moisture absorbers by Vac Plus. They work great. These ones are pretty good, but you can see them fill up with water in some areas that I place them in the trailer very quickly, which is concerning, but I know they're doing their job. I also have a dehumidifier. Look at all of that water. That's from just 1 week. So it is obvious that some sort of moisture control system is very important for your RV. Speaking of moisture control, mattresses. Moldy mattresses. Huge problem in RVs. Therefore, they created a pad that goes underneath that allows your mattress to breathe. I ordered mine from Airstream Supply Company. Supposedly it's made to fit my mattress exactly. It was not. I still had to trim it down to size, which was very difficult to cut through. And the shipping took forever. So I will link this one, but I'm also going to link a Amazon alternative that will come to you faster, and you still have to DIY piece this thing together anyways. And that's what I was trying to avoid, so why not go with the Amazon one? You also need to purchase a ton of household essentials if you don't have them already. Sheets, bedding, cookware, dinnerware, silverware, cups, towels, blankets, all that kind of stuff. The only thing Airstream provides is this blanket, actually, that I still haven't changed out. I'm working on it. And copious amounts of pillows. I've never seen so many pillows in my life. So I saved probably the funniest one for last because I've used this item so much now that it has become an essential in my Airstream life, and that is a fly swatter. I can't tell you how often I use this thing, not just on flies, but many other things, and it creates some good distance between you and the enemy before you squash it. So as I stated, this is my essential checklist. There are plenty of things that could be added onto it. I'm sure there's plenty of things that could be taken away from it, but these are the things that I have needed in the first couple months of living in my Airstream. If there's anything that you think should be added to the list, you can drop a comment below. I'm sure it would be helpful for me and any new RVers watching this video. There's also a ton of items I've purchased for my Airstream that make everyday life so much easier, but I decided to save those for a different video where we'll talk about all of my favorite accessories. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Tools are, that's gonna be a bruise. Now I can't be like, nobody was hurt in the making of this video. I was hurt, but that's okay. Life in an RV.